Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, there is some significance to this game for them because victory here means they will officially have the third best record in the league. A rematch of the incredible NBA Finals of 2015. Warriors came out on top in that series in 6. Looking back now, Shaq, do you think the Cavs could have won if they were healthy?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't like to use ifs. We don't like to make up excuses. However, losing Kyrie and Love was devastating for the Cavs. Ernie, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the
seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to the Golden State Warriors. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan, and they never figured out how to attack the defense in that.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. 6 on the shot clock. Irving drives in, makes it off the glass. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Smith dishes to James. Irving kicks to Love. Back to Irving. Pass to James. From deep three-point range, rebound Bogut.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
Curry passes to Thompson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night. Golden State on D. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, Greg, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Irving, good.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Now here's Curry. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. So it's the Cavaliers now. They trail by 1. The drive by James. Outside Irving. And stolen by Barnes. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but defense in anticipation there to stop it. And a wide open look for James. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Inside, Bogut kicks to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry's shot is off.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at them.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Fry's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Did you?
Yeah,
I know.
Right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Livingston, that's good. 1:22 left to play in the first. Here's Irving. Last game, 26 points, and the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Amon Shumpert has come in for Smith, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the Warriors, Azili's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes, and it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Now here's Spates. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here is Livingston. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
And Fry kicks to Dellavedova. It's good. Good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
He signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it, and easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
Iguodala outside. Spates sets a screen. Back to Iguodala. And it would have counted. Had it fallen, but it's offline. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cleveland ahead, up 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm. And
for me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Cavaliers?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Barbosa is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Festus Ezeli, and there's Iguodala. And it's Rush in at the small forward.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert.
Oh! Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Clark dishes to Ezeli. 3 on the clock. Barbosa for 3, and the shot is good. Barbosa's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Love comes in for Mozgov, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Different look here for the Warriors. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
It's Curry with the drive. From the baseline. And that one comes up a bit short. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Curry attacking. Comes up empty down low.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 11 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them. And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA. And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Shumpert. The offensive rebound. The three. And it's Shumpert again, missing. Warriors trail by 5. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And Varejao kicks to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Varejao. Quick ends and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players, he's played up against it. They'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Here's LeBron. Green with the block. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And that one's good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Irving. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Livingston. Cavaliers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And there's the pass to LeBron. A minute 42 left in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. LeBron's got 5 points so far. Warriors trail by 4. Here is Livingston. A 20-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. The Warriors also with a sub. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Barnes. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 6th in scoring, 6th in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. 5 on the clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Bosa comes. In for Thompson, and Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Rush gets the bucket.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him. Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
No good from Clark.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And finished off by LeBron.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to...
Oh, he hits it! How about that shot?
Big time! Big time!
Incredible!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you get.